Hello and welcome here, Looking Live, the Chapter 7 Check-In Version 1 Solutions video with me, your host, Mr. Goldman. Also, welcome to my channel. Be sure to like and subscribe. Smash that bell button for notifications. I know you're probably watching this on an Edpuzzle, but still, go to, I don't know, you know what to do. Anyway, here we go. If a dress originally cost $125 and there is a sale of 25% off, what is the new price of the dress? Well, I'm going to start with my original value, $125. We're gonna decrease by 25%. So what's my multiplier going to be? Well, you do 100% minus 25, divide that by 100, and that's the same as 125 times 0.75. What this means is you're going to be spending 75% of the original value. That's the same as 25% off, and that is going to be $93.75. So $93.75. 40 years ago, gasoline cost 30 cents per gallon on average. 10 years ago, gasoline averaged about $1.50 per gallon. What was the percent increase in the cost of the gasoline? Is the answer going to be more than 100% if we started at 30 cents and ended at $1.50? Yes. Now, the trick here, a lot of you weren't doing very much common sense on this problem. That's okay, but hopefully we can learn from that. The other mistake is just think about the increase. This increased by $1.20. Okay, so that is the number. If we take 120 and divide it by the original value, which is 30 hundredths or 0.3, and then we're going to multiply that by 100 because we need to turn this into a percent. We are going to get 400%. Now, a lot of us put 500%, but think, if it stayed at 30 cents, and our new value is 30 cents. Would we do 30 cents divided by 30 cents times 100 and get 100%? Would it be a 100% increase? No, it would be a 0% increase, right? So that first 100 kind of goes away. So just think about the increase, and it increased by $1.20. All right, another good common sense question. The price of a pair of pants decreased from $49.99 to $19.95. What was the percent decrease in the price? Did it decrease by more than 50% or less than 50%? Follow-up question, did it decrease by more than 100% or less than 100%? Shockingly, a lot of us had a number that was bigger than 100%. So the amount of the decrease, we would do $49.99 minus $19.99. And it decreased by $30.04, right? This is the decrease. So just like above, we're going to take the change and divide it by original. Will give us percent change. So the change was $30.04 divided by the original $49.99, and we're going to multiply by 100 to convert that to a percent, and we are going to get 60.001 something, but just 60%, right? And that is an answer that makes sense because it decreases by more than 50%, but much less than 100%. Because if it decreased by 100%, it would be free. All right. What's the number I can multiply both sides of this equation by to solve? Good. Hopefully, we kind of said 32. You could have done 32 and 4, but notice the x is in the numerator. Those 32s cancel out, and now I have 320 divided by 4 equals x, and 320 divided by 4 is 80. Okay. What can I multiply this by to use the Fraction Busters method? It's 7x multiplied by both of the denominators. Right, I will say there's a lot of ways to solve this, and that's fine, but I really think this is a good way. It always works, and it will be easy to remember because you're not memorizing something, you're just solving it. The 7's cancel, the x's cancel, and we have 35x equals, what's 25 times 7? 35, 175. And if we divide by 35, we will get 5. Just notice we can also 35 over 7 simplifies to 5 over 1, which equals 25 over x, right? So we would just multiply both by 5. Another way to do it, but this way works for everything. Here, we're going to multiply by 1.8 times 0.8. I don't even know what that is. I don't care. I'm going to multiply by 1.8. Whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other side. So I'm going to multiply by the same thing. The 1.8's cancel, the 0.8's cancel, and I have 0.8m equals 12.8 times 1.8, which is 23.04. And now I'm going to divide by the coefficient, 0.8, that goes away, and m equals 28.8. If a trip takes 5 hours without stopping and at a constant rate, the speed is 121 miles an hour, how far is the destination from the starting point? You guys did very well with this standard overall. A few little mistakes, but distance equals rate times time. Distance, we don't know how far, so distance equals, the rate is 121. Again, I'm just going to show on this problem, miles per hour. We can think of that as miles divided by hours. We're going to multiply that by 5 hours, and the hours cancel out, which is nice. It tells me that I know, okay, now my answer is going to be in miles, so I did good. 5 times 121 is 605 miles. You needed the units. If it takes 12 hours to go 156 miles, what is the speed? Again, distance equals rate times time. The distance is 156. The rate we don't know. Rate is speed, and t is 12. So that's my initial setup. I'm going to divide both by 12. That cancels out, and my rate is 13 miles per hour. All right, next one, a little bit of a curveball. Which rate is faster, 60 feet in 90 seconds or 60 inches in 5 seconds? Let's just do feet per second for both of these. So this is 60 feet per 90 seconds, which is 2/3 FPS. That's A. B, 60 inches. Remember, there's how many inches in a foot? Right, 12. So 60 divided by 12 is 5. So 60 inches equals 5 feet. So if we do 5 feet divided by 5 seconds, we get 1 foot per second. Now, some people got this and then got it wrong, right? But if you're moving, what's faster, 2/3 of a foot per second or 1 foot per second? Right, it would be 1 foot per second, so B. And I'll just put this over here, just why not? All right. Standard 4. What can I multiply both sides by to get rid of that fraction? Good. We could have said 4. I'll just do 4. You could have also done 4/3, but let's do 4. The 4's cancel, and we have 3x equals 240. Now I just divide by the coefficient, and I get x equals 80. Most common mistake in all of math. What am I going to multiply everything by here? Good, 4. Now, the mistake, I said it so many times in class. Show this step. 4/1 times 1/4 x plus 4/1 times 1/4 equals 4 times 4 is 16. Those cancel out, and that cancels out. So now I have x plus 1 equals 16. And now just subtract 1 from both sides, and I get x equals 15. A lot of people left this as 1/4. For this problem, what can I multiply both sides by to get rid of the fraction? Good. Hopefully we said 15. A lot of people try to like do weird stuff and all kinds of stuff. Get a common denominator. It got so messy. It's so much easier if you just do fraction busters. So do this extra step, 2x over 5 plus 15 over 1 times the x minus 1 is in parentheses. Hopefully that was a hint. It didn't help everybody. And 15 times 4 is 60, not 70. So 5 goes to 1, 15 goes to 3. So 3 times 2x is 6x plus 3 goes to 1, 15 goes to 5. Good. Now, what is this term going to be? 5 times x minus 1. Or distributive property, 5x minus 5, because you have to multiply to both, equals 60. Combine like terms, 11x minus 5 equals 60. Add 5 to both sides, and we get 11x equals 65. And we're going to divide by the coefficient in x equals 65 over 11. Or 5 point stuff, 5.9. Okay, last standard. It gives you the formula. Interest equals principal times rate times time. Remember, what do we have to do with rate? A lot of people forgot that. Tong loaned Jody $50 for a month. He charged 5% simple interest monthly. How much did Jody have to pay Tong? Okay, a month means 1 month. So the interest is the principal, $50, times the rate, 0.05, because we have to convert the percent to a decimal. So the interest is $2.50. How much did he have to pay? Well, he had to pay the $2.50, but he also had to pay back the principal, the original $50. So we have $52.50. Wayne earns 5.3 yearly simple interest for 5 years on $3,000. What is the missing piece of information? I, P, R, or T? Good, it should be I. How much interest does he earn and what is the total amount in the account? So interest equals principal is $3,000. The rate is what? 0.053. And we're going to multiply that by time, which is 5. And notice the yearly simple interest in 5 years, so we don't have to do anything crazy. If I multiply this all out, I get, oh man, I forget what I get. I think it's $7.95. Let me just double check. Oh, it's already on my calculator, so that's a good sign. 3,000 times 0.053 times 5, 795. So $795 is the amount of interest accrued or accumulated over 5 years. So the interest is $795. The total amount in the account is the $795 plus the original $3,000. So $3,795. Okay, last one. Javier's parents set an amount of money aside when he was born. They earned 4.5% simple interest on the money each year. When Javier was 15, the account had a total of $1,012.50 interest paid on it. How much did Javier's parents set aside when he was born? What is missing? I, P, R, or T? P is what is missing, the principal. So the interest, so again, PRT. The interest is $1,012.50. We don't know what the principal is. The rate is 4.5%, but remember, we're going to divide that by 100 to convert to a decimal. And the time is 15 years because it went from when he was born to when he was 15. So now, I'm going to multiply these two numbers. I get 1,012.50 equals 0.675p, and that's just 0.045 times 15. And now I'm going to divide by the coefficient, and I'm going to get 1,500 equals p. So $1,500. All right. Good luck. Hopefully the Edpuzzle was helpful. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Retake Friday.